Hello everybody, how you doing? So I wasn't necessarily expecting to make a video today, and I don't actually know when this video is gonna come out. But like 3 or 4 days ago, I got a random text message from a number I didn't recognize, and it read like this. Hi Kalen, Tom from Henry's here. We want to send you another pink instrument which is not launched yet. I think you'll like it. Just asking, I want to send it today. Will somebody be home in the upcoming days for delivery? Thanks. Now that was ominous, but of course I said yes. If you don't know Henry's music, they are the company that made this guitar, and this one, and I've come to really like them over the past couple of years. They are very good people. I've been to their headquarters in Prague, and they're all very nice. But arguably more importantly, they make very, very good stuff. And what sets them apart from the billion other companies making Strat copies and Super Strats and Telecaster copies and such is that while their guitars are also just Chinese OEM gear, what they do is they charge a little bit more, but they invest actual time into quality control on these things. And that is the one thing that I've always said makes the country of origin of a guitar completely irrelevant, as opposed to the approach that most budget Chinese gear companies take, which is taking one look at it and going, yeah, this isn't damaged, I'll throw it in the box. Because that way you will often just end up with a complete shit box that with 30 or 40 minutes invested into it could have been a great instrument, but it just needs those 45 minutes of work, and if you want those done after the fact, then you're gonna have to pay somebody else like $120 to do it. So if you just pay that extra $120 up front, you can get a great instrument out of the box, and I have not been disappointed by a Henry's guitar yet. You don't always have to reinvent the wheel to stand out, you can also just stand out by caring a little bit more. But now, back to this, because I swear to you, I have no idea what is in this box. I could have known what's in this box by now, because Tom, the new artist relations guy at Henry's who sent me that text message, also sent me an email with some details about what's in here and told me not to open it. And although that's been killing me for the past couple of days, I didn't open it, and I'm only gonna do that once I've opened this box, so I really wanna get into this. Let's go. They were most certainly careful with the packaging. Okay, no clues as of yet. I'm gonna let you get the first look. I don't know if it's just gonna fall out the box right away. Oh, it's most certainly pink. Oh, that's not a guitar at all. What? Oh shit, I've seen this. I think I can post this. I've seen this shit. 1 second. So there was some guitar expo a while back. I think it might have been the UK guitar show in Birmingham that for some fucking reason I always miss because I always forget that it's happening. One of the guys from Henry's, there you go, posted this bass, and it was at their booth. I didn't know it was unreleased, so I didn't think that it could be this. This is like a short scale bass. That's why I also didn't think that it was going to be a bass, because the box was guitar sized. This is a short scale single pickup 4-string bass. See, I didn't think they would send me something like that because I didn't think they would just send me a bass without asking if I'm interested first. But I kind of only have that giant Solar bass over there, which is a 5-string and like 1 million inch scale. This might not suck to have. There isn't a whole lot to say about this just based on first impressions, right? It's very, very simple and rudimentary. It's just a roasted maple neck, whatever kind of body, 1 pickup, 4 strings, and like, I'll have to measure the scale length, but it is tiny, right? This is like, I don't even know if it's the size of a Stratocaster. It might be shorter. All right, spec sheet. Poplar body, that's interesting. Roasted maple neck and fretboard, I knew that one. Bone nut, meow, hang on, what? All right, this is the Cats series, and the pickup is the Meow 04. They called it the Cats series because it's agile and nimble. That's actually decent naming, I don't know. It's got 19 frets. There's no scale length info in this PDF, so I'm gonna have to measure that myself. I'll put it on screen once I have done that. Since filming that unboxing part, this bass has actually hit the market, which means I can give you some more definitive details. The scale length is 756 millimeters, or 29.75 inches. That is significantly larger than it feels, though. I was gonna guess that this is like 26.5 inches. But then again, I'm also used to my massive Solar 5-string as a daily driver. I didn't have a 4-string bass before this, so even when I needed a 4-string, that was my bass, and that is a bit ridiculous. I've also gotten some more playtime with this now, and the size just makes it a super approachable instrument. I don't know if that makes sense, and bass players might think that that's a stupid thing to say because they enjoy playing bass. To me, playing bass is something that I have to do in the context of recording a full mix. It's not something that I do for fun. With this thing, it kind of is. Because it's just the size of a baritone Jazzmaster, I find myself just kind of grabbing it and sitting on the couch with it a little bit more, and that is a good thing. And since it's now available to buy, I can also tell you the price. And it's kind of insane. If you had handed this to me while I was blindfolded, I obviously wouldn't guess that it's anything high-end, but I would guess somewhere in the ballpark of €500. It's $349. It also comes in black and white, which I think is horribly boring, and they definitely made the right call surprising me with a pink one, but I also understand that a bright pink bass isn't applicable in every musical scenario, so it exists. Depending on how much I use it, I might eventually switch out the pickup in this bass. I got a pretty good clank out of it using Spectre Digital Element Bass, to which there is also a link in the description. But it would be funny to just have something like a Bartolini pickup in a bass this tiny and have it be an absolute wolf in sheep's clothing. The thing about bass, though, that is way less important on electric guitar is that strings make so much more of a difference than almost everything else. You could have the greatest bass pickups in the world, but if you're using old strings, it's gonna sound dead as fuck. And considering how good this sounds with the cheap pickup, with presumably the strings from the factory on it that spent weeks dulling out on a cargo ship from China, it's gonna sound really fucking good with a fresh set of strings. I didn't think I had anything on hand, but I found a set of NYXLs. Yep, that's tasty. This is such a bare bones product that there isn't really all that much to say about it. It's got one pickup, one volume, one tone. You've seen it, you've heard it, now go buy one. Or don't, but if you are interested and want one, then this thing has held up to all of my scrutiny. It gets the stamp of approval and the link in the description to go with it. So, thank you for watching, thank you to Henry's, and I'll see you around.